So number 1 is biggest turn off in a girl. So you can do it so it's like for you or for guys, or just
I don't speak for guys because I don't think I'm like many other guys.
Okay. The biggest turn off for you.
Feet.
Feet.
I
What,
know
so
that
if
I know that
before
you need
you
them.
dated a girl, you would have to check out their feet?
No.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I understand how important they are, but I'd much rather we just had like stumps.
What are you going on?
They're just horrid. They're horrid.
What's your biggest turn off in a girl? Is feet?
And what I don't understand is people, they paint their toes and it doesn't matter because it's still on a foot. So it's
Okay.
feet. I just
So
think
nothing personality wise.
Yeah, but you said biggest, so.
Okay, that's your biggest turn off. But there's nothing in a girl that you don't like that would put you off a girl.
Not that I can think of now.
Apart from the fact that she has feet. So that rules out quite.
Yeah. Your feet are alright.
Thanks. Number 2. Do guys think about their girlfriends when they're out with their mates?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, guys, I don't know. I do.
Yeah, but guys in general. You don't think they do?
No, I don't say that.
Them.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure a lot of them do. I'm sure there's a lot that don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the main male population does. I do.
Okay.
Because
good.
I like to spend time with someone, so when I'm not with them, you think about them.
Okay. Nice. Do you ever think about how your life would have been without me? So
No.
you can do it like generally like with me, or just do guys think in general about their lives without their girlfriends quite a lot?
I don't because I don't see the point in that. Because if you're constantly going to think about what your life's going to be like in a different situation, there's no point being in the situation you're in.
Yeah. Yeah, because then if you're like picturing your life any differently, then why are you living that life?
Yeah, and you'll either have an opinion on it either way. So it sort of compromises the situation you're in. So and that's not a conscious thing. That's just I just don't because
no, it doesn't cross your mind because it's like I suppose if people were unhappy in their relationship,
I'm sure a lot of people
do.
Yeah, for sure.
What reason would a boy stop showing their emotions and stop making effort? This was from somebody on Instagram who noticed that their boyfriend was showing less effort. Like, what would be reasons why? Or is it just a lad thing that they don't realise?
I don't know, to be honest. I can't answer that question because it's not a situation that I feel like I've been in. So it's a weird one when you've not been in that situation.
But don't you talk to your mates about things like that?
No.
Where they're like, oh, I'm not interested in my girlfriend anymore.
No. I don't really talk to guys about things.
Your mates
like
aren't really like that, are you? You don't have like lads
no.
as mates. So
I'm sure there is reasons for it. I don't know.
Would it just be because someone had change of feelings? Then guys would just stop.
Could be that. Like I said,
works both ways, though, that doesn't it?
Yeah, it's difficult when I've not been in that situation. I may have been, but not what I can remember.
Yeah.
From girls' point of view, girls have specific things that they may think of reasons themselves.
Yeah.
That may not always be the case. It may sometimes be the case.
Yeah, because I think guys don't do stuff what's that word? Consciously.
Yeah.
Consciously sometimes. Like, they don't realise they could just be like chilling and not paying attention to their girlfriend, and then their girlfriend
Premier
suddenly
League
go like
back. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Back, been able to go and see.
Because people have their off days, so I could have an off day and feel really like rubbish about myself, or you could have an off day, and then you might think, oh, are you okay with me? Because
I think when you spend so much time with somebody, the slightest thing that you see different, it's amplified a lot because it's just something that you notice that perhaps if you weren't with that person all the time, you probably wouldn't notice. I don't know.
Right. Are you bothered by farts and burps?
Do you know what? I used to be, and I think if you live with someone,
Yeah.
it's to expect somebody to have that on their mind all the time, not being able to do.
To live with someone and have to walk out of the room because your boyfriend
Yeah.
didn't like it. It's a bit bizarre.
It's funny sometimes as well.
Oh yeah,
So
you can laugh it off.
That's an extra.
And I think it's funny
element.
that it's still a thing. Like if you fart, I still look at you funny.
Yeah.
After like years.
Harry's already doing it, so.
Exactly.
We all do. That was a good one.
Do you get put off by chat about marriage?
No. There's plenty of it. I don't get put off by it.
But say if it was really early on and you were just dating a girl, would you be put off if you was just like, oh, I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to do this?
So if you would.
If it wasn't me, if you were
but just if you were, what stage are you at? Because I think if you met a girl on the first date, and they sort of, that was the first thing that came up.
That's what they want. Yeah. If they kind of hounded you with what they want further on in life straight away, that would be like a bit like, oh, okay.
I think it would, but at the same time, it's quite handy for people to get all that out of the way, just so to know whether you're on the same page. Because otherwise, if you,
I think that's something you learn as you're old to get older.
Yeah,
because you try and people please when you're on dates when you're younger, don't you? Whereas,
and I think if you get to a stage where you've been with someone X amount of time, you don't actually know what either of you wants, then there's a potential you've wasted a bit of time, and if things are different. But I don't personally get put off because I think it's something that we both want.
Yeah.
It's just
I think when you're older, like it's pointless being with someone
for the sake of it.
Yeah. If it's not for the long run.
Yeah. I think sometimes you don't even need to address it as such, because you can sort of just know what. I think if you get in a relationship with someone that isn't the end goal, then it's a real waste.
Imagine that if you
it's
just
a real difficult one to sort of commit to.
Do guys care about body hair?
As in female body hair.
Female body hair. So like.
Obviously, you can tell I don't care about my own body hair.
That's a strange one actually. I got that one on
again,
Instagram.
am I speaking for the male population, or?
Yeah, I think it's like a generic, like, do boys do men?
I think so. I think generally most guys do.
Obviously, like, it's nice to be clean shaven for us girls as well. Anyway. But then if you can't like keep on top of it all the time. If I had a little bit of bristle on my leg, would you be like, oh, that's disgusting?
No, I wouldn't, would I? But
no. But you think some boys actually would?
It's like if someone walked in and had hairy armpits, I think a lot of guys would.
Yeah.
Would find that a bit.
Yeah, well, that's
bit
just
much, but
keeping yourself neat.
Yeah, well, some countries it's norm. No, I think the general thing is wear and sort of what we're talking about, but
just think like legs.
Yeah, legs. If somebody had hairy legs,
you didn't bother to shave them all the time.
Yeah, I think guys would be put off, but like you say, you can't expect somebody to just.
It's hard to keep on top of it all the time, but then people are
bald on their legs all the time. So
yeah,
it doesn't. It's not even. It's to be honest with you, it's not even something I really consciously think about.
No, it shouldn't be that deep.
I don't. I'm too lazy to shave, so it's a bit rude of me to expect everyone else to. I think.
This is a good one. So this is on Instagram, and I thought about this, and I thought this is so true, because they'll beat around the bush in this, right? Why do guys never say sorry first?
It's never wrong.
But they don't they beat around like saying sorry, but they'll try and like laugh it off and think that it's funny, or I mean we've never been in this situation.
I don't think again I think I'm different.
Feel like you
different
need
from
to
people
say sorry.
now.
Yeah.
I think we're both quite good at admitting if we're in the wrong, so it's not sort of a thing we consciously think about. But I think it's probably an ego thing.
Yeah.
I think
being
guys potentially. I think guys generally just don't like to admit when they're wrong.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you say sorry, that's admitting that you've done something wrong. I mean, like some guys may think the same about girls not admitting they're wrong.
Yeah, I can be pretty stubborn sometimes.
I think it's an ego thing. You never want to admit that you're wrong, do you? I think that's just a human a human thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Sometimes,
it is
like,
more-
because guys, ego-wise, like you said, even if they are in the wrong and they know they are, they're still not going to say sorry.
yeah,
guys,
a
'cause
lot,
they're
yeah,
like
a
the
lot,
male.
will, a lot will try and, like you say, try and skirt around it,
Yeah, try and
make
knock it
out like
off
something.
and like.
Yeah.
Guys feel like they need to pay when they go out. Is there like the pressure to pay?
I think there is, and I think what it stems down to is, again, it's an ego thing for a lot of people. But I think what I've noticed, and it's something that I like to pay. I always do, because I just think it's just courteous, even if it's whatever it is. I don't know. It's just something that I just think I'm brought up like. But I think that the main thing that I've noticed recently, because obviously now we've been together for a while, we go places, we split the bill. Sometimes you'll pay, sometimes I'll pay.
Yeah.
I think if you go to a restaurant, for example, and the waiter or waitress comes over to you, and they automatically, maybe subconsciously or not, they always point the card machine to the male.
Yeah.
All the time, and it's almost like so. I think that it's even. I think it's just a thing. I think it's everyone expects the male to pay.
Yeah.
Even from a restaurant point of view, like
not even the girl. Yeah.
No, the waiters.
Yeah.
They do it, and I've noticed it so many times where they'll automatically just sort of look at you, and then they'll even be taken back if you say, "Oh no, she's paying," which is
Well, I've been in situations previously where I've actually had to give my card to a guy because I'm paying, but they feel too embarrassed for me to do it. Which is like you said, everyone's so different, and that happened to me loads.
I think that's an ego thing, isn't it?
There's definitely an ego thing.
Like...
But I'm not like that. I hate the fact that I would never in my head be like, well, you're paying because you're a guy.
Yeah, I think there is some people that sort of expect the guy to pay.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's a first date thing, I think that's a real tradition though. I think the first date is
I think it's just
really
like
traditionally
thing.
sort of a guy paying.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of.
I don't know if that's faded out now.
Maybe, I don't know.
But then the expectation's always there in the back of a girl's mind, isn't it?
And again, I think the expectation's there from a guy as well. And as you say, it's an ego thing. If you almost feel like. I think sometimes you almost feel like if you don't pay for the girl on the first date, in certain circumstances, they might judge you for it as well.
Yeah, they probably would 9 times out of 10 go back to their girl mates, and it would be in the girl chat like, not sure if I'm interested because he didn't pay. So what are we gonna do later on in life? Has he got any money? Is he gonna like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it is
strange because you can't judge someone's financial situation just off the fact that they wanted to split.
Yeah, I think it's
a typical.
The first one is generally the most pressure, isn't it? Really. And then after that, it's sort of when you know each other a bit more, so you're not on edge. You can actually expect someone to chip in or what. But the main thing I've noticed is like I say, the people that work in the restaurants expect.
Yeah, we've had situations, haven't we, where you've ordered for me, where we've just had 2 of the same thing, and that guy was like, and like, are you gonna let her speak for herself? Like,
so we ordered 2 of the same thing, and obviously you just said to me,
like,
I'll just get two of that. So I said I would have 2 of this. The waiter actually looked at Becca and said, "Is that what you want?" Like if I was just like taking forcing a meal upon her, which was
strange.
Quite
different
strange,
cultures though, which I understand.
But yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, this is quite relevant actually. What are your feelings on other guys looking at your girlfriend when you're out and about?
I'm really chilled about this sort of thing. And I think that's just the way I am with a lot of stuff. The way I see it is, unless it gets to a certain extent where it's just rude and sort of confrontational to Becca or whatever, that makes her feel uncomfortable, I take it more as a compliment than anything else. I think that stems down to the fact that I'm not worried. Like, I don't know what people expect. Like somebody goes up to her and looks at her, and then all of a sudden she's going to walk away from you and sort of start a new life
yeah.
with someone else.
I think some guys actually do, don't they?
I have no worries with. There's no sort of. I think it's a compliment because that person obviously is wanting something that I've got and that I'm pretty happy to have, and don't worry that it's going to go anywhere else. I think that's
a good answer.
I think
but
that's
99% of guys would kick off.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would, and again, I think that's it's a possessive thing.
Because it's not going to affect anything.
I'm not like we walk down the street, someone looks at you, and you're just going to let go of my hand, get hold of his, and just you'll never see each other again. Like, I don't understand.
No, absolutely. Yeah, this is interesting because I want to know this. What's the best and worst thing about being a male?
The worst thing about being a guy is constantly having to. Some people constantly having to shave. Like your face. I don't bother, but I can imagine if you cared about your face.
Grooming can be quite difficult for men because it's quite like.
I think the thing is like beards and stuff like that. Like it's really hard to do that sort of stuff well yourself.
I mean, guys wax their legs now as well, don't they?
Yeah. I just really detest shaving. I mean, it might be fairly obvious. But I just.
But then that's like your look.
Yeah, but that's
guys
because it
are
comes.
obsessed with their look.
The look is coming from being lazy.
Yeah.
I'm not lazy enough to not bother shaving every day. I think that's the biggest thing. I tried to shave my beard in the shower once.
Without a mirror?
I don't think I had a mirror, but I think it was because girls shave their legs in the shower, I just think, oh, it's easier. Yeah. But obviously when you've got a load of hair, it just all sticks together and sticks to your face and you can't do it.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was safe doing that in the
shower.
shower.
It wasn't.
So that's the worst. What's the best thing about being a guy?
I think having a son now.
Yeah.
Like it's a real thing that's just like
being able to give someone a child.
Yeah, but like having a son that you can just try and
be a mini you.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Obviously, females have like daughters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it's just something that's really.
It's a big thing for guys to have a son because it's like your best mate.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Isn't it like
and
you can talk to him about boy stuff
and the responsibility is try and have somebody grow up to be like a decent person. I think it's a real it's obviously a big
definitely. I want him to grow up to know that he can just talk to me and you about like anything and everything and not have to worry about us kicking off or judging him or anything, because I like to think that we've been through quite a bit maybe in life. I might have.
I think
relationship wise, and it's like
I think
I'd like to
generally
know the answers for him.
Life stuff, I suppose. And I think that's what it's about, isn't it? It's just taking things that you've learned and had through your life and passing them down.
Right. So last one is a standard one: makeup or no makeup.
What do you mean?
Like, do you like makeup or no makeup?
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I know you're going to say I prefer you either way, but just in general. Say if I met you for the first time with no makeup and never wore makeup, would we be in the situation that we're in, or do you like it when someone puts a little bit of makeup on sometimes, gets a bit more glammed up for like the evening dates or whatever? Is that nice?
I think makeup has its uses, but I think that if you'd have turned up without makeup on, I wouldn't have thought any different. No, it's a weird one. I don't think I've ever consciously thought, oh God, bloody hell, they could do with some makeup. Like,
yeah, I think it's just a bigger thing because us girls know, right, we haven't got makeup on and we're going out the house.
Yeah, it's almost like a layer of clothing, isn't it, for a lot of girls? It's like if I walked outside with no top on.
Yeah.
Like, it is nothing that and obviously I say that to you all the time, I know you enjoy doing it and stuff
I think
like
it's just the process is fun for most girls.
But I wouldn't, like, if you said, if we were going out for dinner or something and you said, like, you came out and you just had a shower, done your hair, or not even done your hair, you just came out and
just said, I'm not going to put makeup on.
I would never.
It wouldn't bother you.
No, we wouldn't be late, would we? So.
We never know anyway.
But,
So that's it for the questions for Dean. It wasn't too bad, was it?
no, I enjoyed that actually.
Nice
To be
one.
fair. It was good.
Give us some more video suggestions of what you want us to do next, because I know that people quite liked you on here, because I find you very funny, as I know you'd like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it for today's video, so I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.